Good morning, FlossTube. It is Sunday the 16th of April and it is 7 in the morning here in Australia. It is autumn. Autumn for us is cool mornings, warmer afternoons, comfortable evenings with a random cold day in between. We're having an extremely pleasant morning this morning, so we've got sunshine, so I thought I'd do a video. Welcome to all my returning viewers and all my new viewers. If you stop by, like, subscribe, please place comments. Comments always welcome. And if you're new to my channel, I talk about my cross stitch. I am a Heaven and Earth and Mirabilia stitcher predominantly, with a few long dog samplers thrown in and a few other randoms thrown in as well. I have quite a bit to show you because it's been a long time since I recorded. Life got in the way, work's been busy, I've been busy in my personal life, but I've managed to keep stitching. And today is one of those rare quiet days where I can get in and I can have a conversation with you all. So last time I recorded, it was before Christmas and I had some plans. I pretty much stuck to those plans. And then anything else I thought I might have done this year is gone out the window. I've been just stitching what I feel like and being pretty monogamous to that what I feel like until I lose incentive to keep working on it. Today is one of those days where I've realised I've lost incentive for my latest project, so I thought I would do a recording and tidy up my stitching area and then get on with the show and find something else to do. What have I achieved? I have fully finished doing the flooring in my bedroom and my first spare bedroom. I have ripped out the old flooring in the second spare bedroom, and I am trying to get my head around the wonkiness of my walls, and so I haven't progressed that very far. I'm doing yep, I know it's there, but I'm just not going to look at it, and I'll go do something else. So, where to start? So, my last video, I was telling you what I plan to do over Christmas. I did meet those goals. So, my first project I'm going to show you today is where I got to on Christmas Flourishes. She is MD24, I believe she's still available, I'm not too sure. She's actually quite large. This picture is quite deceptive. She is a very large girl with a lot of stitching in her, but she's making good progress. I've been working on her for a very long time. But we are starting to see a light at the end of the tunnel with her. I'm quite impressed. If I can find a photo, I'm going to mess around today, I think, with my IT and see if I can find photos to put in. I always say if I find a photo. Yeah, that is where I'm at with her. Let's see if I can get it back out far enough for you. There we go. So those bells are these bells here, so I've still got to do all of this down in here and bring all this all over here. So yeah, still got quite a ways to go on her, but who knows, maybe next Christmas that will see the finish of her. I'm really hoping to get there one day soon. So that is my Christmas Flourishes. As the goal is to put away as I go, I am going to try and do that. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, so my other piece I was going to work on was my Melita. No, it wasn't Melita. It was, maybe that's who I can pick up. I might pick up a Heaven and Earth. Nautilus Princess. Just bear with me while I get my system up and running. I thought I had, but then it goes to sleep again. Okay, where is she? Here she is. Oh, we need to go PDF. Sorry, you would think I'd be more skilled at this by now. View PDF. Look it around. Well, so this is this lovely lady. Oh, glad. Oh, what's it telling me now? Oh dear me, no thanks, not yet. So that is her. She is lovely. And I did make some good progress on her. Okay. I'll go into her and I'll get my figures up. So when I showed her to you last, I was at roughly 4,500 stitches. Not just yet. Remind me later. No, thank you. Okay, and she is now at 6,788 stitches and 2.75%. So, and this is what she looks like. So I'm just getting the shape of her head in there. So I managed to do all the background and I'm just starting to get in all the shape. There's some shells there and then her hair is starting in there. And there, it's not picking it up, but there is some brown in there, which is the outline of her hair. So yeah, I'm very happy with her. Yeah, and I am stitching her on 18 count Ada. I've gone to 18 count because I like to do 2 over, well it's Ada so it's over 1, but you know I like to do 2 threads and do a loop start if I can. So that is my Nautilus Princess. Oh, excuse me. Oh, she goes in there. So all my bags I've made myself. So these were the first style I started making. And then I found a video on YouTube to show me how to do these. And I actually like these because I can see what's in them, especially for the Billies. But the bigger ones I put in there. Okay, next one I stitched on. Well, I don't know if it's the next one. I know I stitched on, I can't remember if I've shown you her or not, but the next, I'm pretty sure I've done some work on her. I did some work on these lovely ladies. So this is Echo Lake, MD174. And this is where I'm at with these lovely ladies. So I've pretty much done all the cross stitch in her. And I just started to throw in, I decided to focus on just stitching on one. And then I'd swap over and finish focus stitching on the other. And then start bringing this down. So I'm really happy with how they're looking though. I was a bit worried the dark fabric would show through the pale skin, but no, I love it. I absolutely love this. So, so that is those two. I'm getting through this a lot quicker than I thought. Now I've been pretty good with keeping up with Mirror Mondays that I do with Crossed by Floss. I'm in Australia, so I'm actually ahead of everyone. So I'm usually the first one posted. So I tend to hold off until Tuesday to post when everyone else is posting. But yeah, and I've actually made some really good progress by doing that, by doing the Mirror Mondays. Because I was stitching on, I'm pretty sure I was stitching on, I have to look at my calendar diary. I've been a bit crap at keeping everything this year. Okay, so next one I worked on, oh, can I do it? So this is a bit of a show and tell of, I have gone down a new tulle rabbit hole and I love it, and I just wish I could afford to buy all of them now. So the next one I decided to pull out was my Bella Filipina. I say my Bella Filipina because I'm only working on one at the moment. And it is my Autumn Equinox Pixie. She's cute. See, the Bella Filipinas I find are deceptive because they don't look that big, and then they look more like a Noracore, but little pixie, and then you start stitching and they are huge. So this is where I'm at. So I've managed to finish off all the upper wings, her hair and her face, her shoulders, and now I'm coming down on her arms, skirt, legs, branches, and so forth. She is so sweet. I've realised I've not told you what I've been stitching on. Most of what I stitch on is stuff I've dyed myself. It's usually always 28 count, even weave, with the occasional linen thrown in. And I think there's only one here that I haven't dyed myself. And that'll be the next one I show you. Okay, now this is the new purchase, and some of you have already used it. I've never used it because I thought this would be annoying. And I watched a few videos and I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a go. So I got sick of, because she's got a lot of changes in colours, I got sick of rummaging through her through all my threads to find the next colour, so I did this and put it out. I wrote the little symbols on it. That's the other thing with this, it's the all the symbols and the different coloured symbols. So I did that and then pulled out a couple of strands of every colour I'll be using and placed it on here, braided them up, and I've been pulling it, and then any extra little bits, because I reuse my little bits, and sometimes when you've got to do a stitch you end up with so I've been doing that and I love it, absolutely love it. I've had a few bills at the moment and I don't have any spare money, but once I do, I can see myself getting one of these for every Mirabilia whip I have in progress. But life is getting in the way at the moment, but that's okay. Life is life. If it was all standard and the same and every day, life would be boring. So we need the roller coaster of life. It gets frustrating and it gets stressful, but I don't see a way around life being life. So that is it. So that is my Autumn Equinox Fairy. Oh, I just realised I haven't got some other purchases. And I've actually got bags within bags for her because I've used that Paco thread organizer. That's what it's called. I could, but I love it. I love it. I love it. If you haven't tried it and you do like the pre-cut threads and you're doing something that's got quite a bit of confetti for a little project, buy one and give it a try if you've got the little bit of spare cash. Honestly, I didn't think it'd work as well as it did. It's sped up. It just made doing the confetti sections so easy. So I will be doing that. I can see myself doing that going forward. We'll see how I go. Oops, bear with me one moment, and I have to go and get some patterns because they're over here. Use the bag bustling. Where are they? Here they are. And just remembered I needed to. Okay, some other purchases. So the next two pieces I've worked on, I'm doing them as a single piece. They are again mirror Billies, and they are the Day Nymph MD104 and the Night Nymph MD105. I started these last year's Mirror Mania that I did along with Cross by Floss. This year's Mirror Mania, I think I'm just going to work on all my mirrors. I'll pick 4 and just progress all 4. That's the plan, but May's only a couple of weeks away, and we'll see. Excuse me. Okay, so this is the one piece that I didn't hand dye myself. And I've managed to get all the stitching of my Day Nymph done. It's lovely seeing them because they end up, when you do it like this, they end up all in one flipped over, so you don't get to constantly look at them. And this is the Night Nymph. So this is a fat quarter of 28 count, and I've left an inch. I was going to do them side by side, looking at each other, but then I thought, well, night follows day, and I thought that would be lovely, and I'm really happy with my decision. I'll get them framed as one piece, and I won't, yeah. I think they're just beautiful. So I'm using all the called for threads. I bought them as, so I bought these, and then I bought the kits which had the Valdani threads kitted up in it because it was cheaper at the time. So I've ended up with a lot of some of the threads, but then some others, the black nut, I am using all of them. So I really hope I don't run out. But I'm actually going to pack these two up and then go work on something else. I don't know. I might stitch. I've actually been doing a lot of other things. Like I've started on some crochet yesterday and been making a beanie. And then I also pulled out I was talking with my sister and her daughter, and they've been working on a puzzle, and I thought, oh, you know what, I could pull out a puzzle. So I have pulled out a puzzle. One of the ones that you pull out, start, put away, pull out, start, put away. So she's one I've never actually fully completed. and I thought, why not? So that's what I've been doing. I might just do that today, I don't know. So the last thing I have been working on is one of my long dog samplers, and this is one that I have as a digital copy, so I'm going to have to try and take a screenshot and put it in. This is Castles in the Air, and this is what I'm up to now. So I finished off, so that is the first row page, top of the first row of pages there. I've ended up putting in, this is the second row of pages from about there, and this is the first page. So I am really happy with the progress I got in. I'm backstitching as I go. So it's so pretty. And it's interesting to see how it looks, because the hot pink actually looks more red on the green. It's really fascinating because it's hot pink. The colors are purple, blue, and hot pink. And from a distance in real life, the hot pink tends to look more red on this green, which I find truly fascinating. But it doesn't matter, I love it. And I'm sure it'll look even different again once it's fully done. I'm using Silks for You silk. And I'm even doing the back stitching in the Silks for You silk. In my life after death, I'm actually doing the back stitching in acrylic. And yeah, but this one, after some contemplation, I thought, no, I couldn't find acrylic. I like to go with it, and I actually like the Silk for You silk for this one. So yeah, so that is all my cross stitch. I can't believe I got through that in 20 minutes. So I have had a few purchases. I actually purchased them before Christmas, before life got in the way, and they finally showed up. So what they are is, I was thinking of doing a Filipina February or a fairy February, either or, because I ended up purchasing the Hummingbird Pixie. I think she is so, I just love the colours in her, and I love her retro disco look. Also love the boots. And the Hollyberry Pixie. I thought she could be a Christmas start. So I bought those two, and then I caved and I bought one of my little Nora Corbetts I've been wanting to get. So this is Geranium. She is NC198, and I just love the movement in her skirt of her walking, and also that flower that she's holding. So not sure what I'm going to stitch her on yet. Thought I might start her as an in-hand project. See how I go. So we'll see. But she's just so lush. All those pinks and just so lush. So yeah, so that's my purchases, and that is all my cross stitch. What else? I've been doing a few other things, and like I said, life. I've been doing a little bit of crochet, having to get work done on the house and doing some work on the house, running around after my parents, spending time with them, spending time with my brother and his kids, just life. But still stitching away. I think it was just sitting down and doing a YouTube was just that one thing that I was finding a bit too hard. I've been doing some model painting as well, and board gaming and a few other odds and ends and so forth. So yeah, thought I'd better get in and do this. Hopefully it has worked, and because I'm doing it in the morning, we won't have the flickering of the lights we had last time. And if we did, I will try and change it up and redo. But if you're seeing this bit I didn't redo because the lights were okay. I hope you're all well. I hope you all stay well. For those who I do watch on YouTube, looking forward to watching your videos. I've even fallen behind on watching FlossTube at the moment. I think I was finding everyone making plans and everyone's purchasing and all of that was just getting to me a little bit. You tend to get caught up with, oh, I want, and it's a case of, well, while I want it, I don't need it. And it was just adding some levels of anxiety, which I don't need at the moment. Yeah, so I'm gonna do a bit of that today, maybe pull out a hay to work on, never know. But I am planning on doing a bit of a tidy up, and we'll see what I pick up next. Hopefully it won't be so long again until my next FlossTube, but until then, again, yes, stay well, be safe, enjoy life, and I'll see you all again then. Bye.